Alright, welcome back Twitch and YouTube to just another game. The Nonary Games, Virtue's Last Reward. Last time we had our first escape room and we had a lot of explanation of how this is gonna work, and we've gotta make our first choice. Now, really our first choice doesn't matter that much. We're gonna end up doing all three of these at some point because the game kind of splits at several locations, but you kind of have to play through the whole thing. So we could go through the magenta door with Luna, we could go through the yellow door with Myoji, or we could go through the cyan door with Alice. Let's go with Luna. Let's just go magenta. I think we'll pair up with Luna and head through the magenta door. Are you guys good with that?
Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections. We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Ugh, stuck with a kid and some old fart.
Dio, behave.
I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and you'll pull your head out of your ass.
What did you just say?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We need to hurry.
All right, guys, let's get moving.
3, 2,
Nothing like waiting to the literal last second.
0. Chromatic doors closing.
Always a little disappointed the interior door wasn't the same color, but oh well. Bink, bink, bink. Yeah, somehow I think I always end up starting at the lounge. What is this place?
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge.
Lounge? Does that mean there's somebody living here?
Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
So you've got a well-used lounge right next to a big empty warehouse? What is this building for?
Beats me.
It looks like there are 4 doors in here.
There are 4 lights.
Yeah. The one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right. The 2 on the sides are covered with metal plates, though. Don't think we'll be opening them anytime soon.
I guess that just leaves us one option. No good. There are 3 notes. There are 4 lights. No good. This one's locked too.
I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Well, it's not gonna find itself. Let's go. Alright, time for our second escape room. Now, last time I did this, I was doing this on PlayStation. I wonder how it's gonna work on... Actually, we could go ahead and save. We haven't saved in a while. Let's do that. Yeah, this is the number of primary endings that we're gonna have to unlock. I think there's a number of really bad endings that are just game overs, but we got like 9 characters. We need to unlock each of their endings in order to proceed, or in order to finish the game, to get the true ending. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Okay. Let's start with what we got here. We got this. Northern Hemisphere. Is this a model of the Earth? This looks like North America. Looks like someone took the Northern Hemisphere and chopped it in half. Why don't we just call this the Northern Hemisphere? Hemi. Huh? There's something behind this cushion. Astronomy Today. Is this a magazine? What's it about? Looks like astronomy. You found an astronomy magazine, you can review it in the archive. Red leather cushion. Achoo! Hey, come on, that was a real sneeze. It was dusty. Alright, guessing nothing more there. This thing looks weird. Is it supposed to be the sun or something? There are 12 words on it. They're arranged kind of like the spokes on a wheel. Let's see here. Red, white, blue, island, green, moon, black, ocean, yellow, earth. Sun, planet. Huh. Okay, we're gonna want to remember that for later. There's our safe. Another northern hemisphere. Can we combine these together? Most of the northern hemisphere. Excellent. Mysterious disc. Those look like they're the same color, and they do go together. Metal sheet that looks kind of like a door. It's been bolted to the wall. What's this? A note? It looks like the page from a journal. You found a fragment of a bartender's diary. You can review it in the archive. Southern hemisphere. Can we actually combine that with part of a model of the Earth? It's got the southern end and half of the southern hemisphere. I guess this would make the southern hemisphere. Can we combine that already? No, okay. You do need to complete the southern hemisphere first. There's some letters on the wall. Some of them are black and some are red. RLRLOEDIIMLIOONRONEN. Is this some kind of code? Countertop. What's this thing? Some kind of sink? Clever. If you get wasted, you can just puke into here. That's not what it's for. There's an icon on the counter above it. I guess it's a drain. You pour leftover drinks down it. Ah, there we go. Southern hemisphere. Let's combine that and that. And combine that and that. We get the globe. Liqueur red. Liqueur yellow. Liqueur white. Liqueur green. Liqueur blue. This liqueur is blue. I think it matches you, Sigma. How's that? Well, you're wearing blue. That's pretty straightforward. A bottle of liqueur. The label says blue. Sun, moon, island, ocean, planet. There are lots of bottles here. How'd you like to have a drink with me? Ow. You really think this is a good time to be making a pass at someone? She's getting all nervous now. I don't think she would have minded. Alright, so we finished our globe. Let's do that first. Let's make sure to rotate the absolute longest way possible. Table, kind of rusty, I guess. Seems like a perfectly normal table. What's wrong? I thought I saw a face in the stains and I got scared. Oh, I get it. The completed globe goes here. Just like this. Perfect. This is a globe. Alright. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing anything for us currently. But hey, it looks nice. Alright, let's take a look at our journal. Bartender, Astronomy Today. A magazine about, of all things, astronomy. This issue appears to be about lunar eclipses. This article says a lengthy lunar eclipse will occur at 4 p.m. Universal Time on 12/31/2028. In other words, at 4:50 p.m. you can see total lunar eclipse. Wait a minute, 4:50 p.m. Three customers came in today, a couple and their son. The father sat in the center with the mother on the left and the son on the right. When I came to take their order, they said the following. Okay, here we go. This is one of these puzzles. I'm gonna need to make notes, because this is a logic puzzle. Okay. Okay. So we'll just do this in order. I'm just making notes over here. So mother, father, son. Okay. My wife likes the color red, and I like the color white. My son has always liked ocean, so red, white, ocean. Okay. My son has liked the color blue ever since he was a child. My husband likes island, and I like planet. Okay, so son supposedly likes blue. Husband likes island, she likes planet. My mother and I like moon. My father likes anything green. One of them was a liar, but I swiftly made the drinks and handed them over. Okay. Coasters, huh? Yeah, this is where the booze goes. You mean, this is where the glass that the alcohol is in goes, right? Details, details. Nobody's gonna try and pick you up if you keep being so anal. I don't think you can pick them up. Huh? These coasters. They're attached to the counter somehow. That's an odd thing to do with a coaster. Mm-hmm. So why? Who knows? Maybe they're part of a puzzle. Glass, do you think it could be a cocktail glass? Just nothing in it. I really want to go back. Thank you. Alright. So let's see here. We got a ton of stuff in our inventory. Looks like a clock, but it doesn't have any hands. Put the needles here. There we go. Nothing's happening. What if you move them? Move them where? Experiment. Let's give it a try. Move the hand to a specific time, then press the check button. Okay. What about 4:50 p.m.? No dice, can't figure it out. I'm guessing I need to move them a particular time. That looked like it was 4:50. Oh no. I think I moved it to 4:55. Okay. Where am I supposed to move this? Alright, hang on a sec. Look at my 4:50 p.m. That's the only time I've got. Oh, check. There we go. I didn't see the check button. I was expecting it to just do it automatically. How about 4:50? That puts the short hand at green and the long hand at sun. A green sun? What? Whoa. There's a beam of light coming out of the center of the clock. That's pretty impressive. Interesting. Okay. So what we have here is part of the solution. It's a globe. Look, some letters appeared on it. They say Blue Planet. Looks like the globe is refracting the light from the clock. Into 5 different rays of light. Only the middle one is red, though. What does that mean? I think it's supposed to represent a total lunar eclipse. Don't you know what that is? During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is the moon is reflecting the sunset. So the red circle of light is supposed to be a total lunar eclipse. Isn't that what I just said? Alright, so green planet. So one of our solutions is green sun, blue planet, red moon. We need to mix those cocktails. Green one, you know, my favorite color is green. Just looking at it makes me feel happy and calm. Okay, so green sun. The glass is full of liquid now. Looks like we made a cocktail. Green sun. Okay, blue planet. This is a little trickier than doing it with the 3DS. Okay, blue planet. I think it's probably a little bit better than doing it with the PlayStation. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. A lot of menus. I think on the 3DS I could do it directly. Okay, now we need the red sun. Or the red moon. Ocean. Moon. Moon. Reed. Reed. Oops. No, I want that. Give me drink. Alright. So. Huh? Hey, this thing lit up. Looked like it's made to light up when you put a cocktail on it. Let's try putting some of the other on the other coasters. Alright. I don't think I have to put these in a particular order. Okay, yes, I understand. Blue planet, yes, very nice. Drink it! I'll dispose of it. No! I think we need to put it somewhere. Kind of vague. Why, are you even old enough to drink? Hey, good job! All the coasters are green. Green means I got it right, right? I think so. Look, something happened on the screen. Alright, so this is our escape key. Oh, I saw something like this before. You too? Yeah, there was one in your AB room? I think so. It opened safe back then. We should write this down somewhere. No, it's cool, I can remember it. You here gonna memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I got a pretty good memory. Alright, so now we need to solve the puzzle. What are you, some kind of bar contour? Oh, come on, that one was genius. Okay, I need to take these back up and dispose of them. So now we need to solve the logic puzzle. Drink the thing. I'd like to, but what if it's poisoned? See, I think it's better if I just pitch it. I mean, it's alcohol. It is poison. Oh, no, I have an empty glass again. so now let's look at our bartender journal. My wife likes the color red and I like white. My son has always liked ocean. My son has liked the color blue ever since he was a child. And my husband likes island and I like planet. My mother and I like moon. My father likes anything green. One of them was liar, but I swiftly made the drinks and handed them over. Okay. I'm trying to think about this and take notes at the same time. There's really not any... Let's see. Okay, so father says... I'm not a computer now. Maybe put this over here. I could take better notes over here. Father says... Wife likes the color red and I like white. My son has always liked ocean. So we can mix these colors and these liquors pretty freely. Like, we can combine these in any order. We can make any cocktail. So wife likes red. I almost want to do this on a spreadsheet. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I have that license right now. Okay, mother. Son likes blue. Husband likes island and I like planet. Son says mother mother likes moon. He likes moon. Father likes green. Okay. So let's break this down a bit more. The father can be either a white island or a green island. Those are the choices we have. Father says he likes white. Son says he likes green, but we know the father, no matter what, likes island. That's the only liquor we've associated with the father. Mother likes red, so she can have red moon, red planet, and that's it. So the wife likes red. We know that for a fact, and she can either have moon or planet. And the son can either have the sun can have a blue ocean or a blue planet or blue moon. So let me double check here. Wife likes red. Son likes blue. Father likes white or green. Right? Wife likes red. Father likes white or green. Son likes ocean or moon. So, father can have a white island or a green island. Mother can have a red planet or a red moon. Son can have a blue ocean or a blue moon. You might need to trial and error this a bit. Like, there's nothing obvious that I'm looking even broken down like this that one of them was lying. But I'm gonna go with it. Cocktails that we didn't make before. So that means the sun is lying. That's gonna act like the sun is lying. So this one is white. White is. That means you're still single. Your face is scaring me. So we want to make a white island. I kind of think this is the solution. I'm vaguely remembering it. But you might just brute force at this point. Okay. Nope, give me that. Okay, so there's my white island. I need a red planet. Oop, that was a planet. I'm pretty sure I remember this being red, white, and blue. At the very least. Red planet and blue ocean. Alright. So we also have to put... Oh, God damn it, give me that. We also have to put these in the right order. So the father was in the middle. Giving him the white, right? Bartender journal. Father, mother on the left and son on the right. Okay. So the red goes on the left. Because there's a red, doesn't seem like anything's happening. Red isn't usually good. Do you think we did something wrong with it? Oh, shit. Yes, we did. The bartender's perspective. if from the bartender's perspective, they would be sitting this way. It's blue this time. Okay. So what was the clue that they were lying? Because that was half memory, half brute force. And I just kind of remembered that you don't make the same cocktail again. Okay, let's see here. Scrolling all the way back, all the way to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Father sat in the center, said the mother likes red, the father like... God damn it. It's loading things. The mother likes red, the father likes white, and the son likes ocean. The mother sat on the left, said the mother likes planet, the father likes island, the son likes blue. The son sat on the right, and says the mother likes moon, the father likes green, the son likes moon. One of those... One of these three is the liar. Got it. Okay. Yeah, this actually makes sense. If the father is lying, then the wife... We don't know the wife's color. So the father has to be telling the truth. Because if I didn't even think about this. Yeah. So if the father is lying, we can't identify the color of the cocktail the mother wants. So it would have to be either moon, planet, or actually it would have to be moon, planet specifically. So the father can't be lying. If the mother is lying, it's similar. We don't know the color the son would like. Because she identifies the sun would like blue, and that's the only time we know which color the sun would like. So if the mother's lying, then we don't know what color the sun would like, and they would have to have like an ocean moon. So the sun has to be lying. I didn't even think about thinking of it from that order. Yeah. Looking at the colors is how you identify the liar. This, of course, is just you're placing the cocktails down from the bartender's perspective. All right, there's our other password. Okay. Now we can get out of here and get the note. Okay, so first one is Moon, Moon, Star. Alright, what we got here? It opened. Good job. Well done. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. First, we got a map. It says floor A in the corner. Yeah. We can take a close look at it later. There's still more stuff in there. Why don't you get the rest of it first? We got a card, 2 cards. You think these could be the key cards for the AB rooms? See, it says Ambidex room right on them. Yeah, you're probably right. Now we can get the AB rooms, and that means we can start getting more bracelet points. Once we got 9, then we can open the number 9 door and get out of there. Get out of here, at least that's what the rabbit said. Yeah. But how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but that door's locked. I think the answer to that is in the safe. Read the note. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of any bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of the free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and got through to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you solve the puzzle. I see. So in other words, once we get out of here, we can go back to the warehouse. Right? Yeah, seems like it. So that means this key here is the last piece of the puzzle. There's nothing left inside. Okay, so we need to do our other one. So, archive, passwords, the lounge safe, Moon, Sun, Sun. Okay. Get our file. Yoink. I guess there's another password that can open it too. So it would seem. Alright, cool. Now we're done in here. The thing that keeps the door locked. It says lock. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in. You ready? I keep telling you, you don't have to ask every single... I'm not asking you. I'm asking Luna. I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Another elevator, huh?
Do you think it works?
Don't know. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Looks like Alice, Clover, Kay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. I get it. All 3 routes end up here.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
As we very slowly go through cutscenes.
Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock, huh? Yeah, it won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, it's the time left. Looks like 2 hours, 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. Here are a few more rules for you. You can hop through it, chromatic doors, blah blah blah. We just read this. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get to the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
Bink, 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 bink. God knows we have to go through all these places one at a time. There is a lot of filler in this game, I do remember that.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we can all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. Some of your favorite scotch.
Oh. Tempting, but I don't really think now's the time.
Alcohol. Oh, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the nonnery game, and if Quark was calling Tim Yoji Grandpa, then maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals.
Oops. Back to Warehouse A. So I was looking, one of the things that I really wish was that these games would be put on Switch. So I was looking to see what Spike Chunsoft games were on Switch. And there's another one that's coming in early September. And it looks really interesting. It's, hang on a sec, let's see. It actually looks really interesting. Let me pull it up here. I hadn't heard anything about this. I think it's coming on the 5th. Shoot an order. Let's see. About shooting order. Happy New and have a good end. 168 remaining until the end of the world. Humanity is approaching its end. In a world steeped with despair and chaos, a strange religious organization called Shoot an Order emerges, yearning for the end of humanity. The group rapidly gains followers, eventually forming a small nation named Shooten. Then one day, someone murders the founder. Following the death, the founder is resurrected as Rei Shimobi, protagonist, by a miracle known as the Power of God. However, the resurrection is incomplete, their memories are gone, and their life is limited to a mere 4 days. 2 self-proclaimed angels, God's messengers, arrive and declare to the protagonist that to retrieve true resurrection, they must overcome God's trial, identify and kill the murderer. This begins a high-stake 4-day hunt for the truth with their own life and the fate of the world at stake. Protagonist, founder of the Shooting Order, has resurrected in a temporary body. All memories prior to being murdered were lost. Rei Shimobi is a temporary name to hide their identity. As the founder disguised as a detective to find the murderer within the given time limit, dawn 4 days from now. I think Rei is a unisexual name, so you could probably choose your gender. Angel Himuro, one of the 2 self-proclaimed angels, God's messengers. Seemingly the role is to guide Rei. Impatient and prone to panic, she is the driving force that compels Rei to move forward whenever reluctant. For some reason, she has clear malice and hatred towards Shuten. And then the other one is Mikotoro, one of the 2 self-proclaimed angels. Seemingly, their role is to guide Rei. Calm, knowledgeable, and highly analytical, he steadily guides Rei. However, he deflects when asked questions that get to the core of the matter. The Ministry of Justice, blah, blah, blah. Multi-general ADV, 5 different game systems. The system mix of 5 ministers who control the shooting orders of government. Depending on who you suspect, both the storyline and the game system can diverge 5 different ways. The Ministry of Justice, the Mystery Adventure. During investigations and interviews, use the snapping feature to closely analyze suspicious statements and intriguing objects, piece together evidence, and make brilliant deductions to find the murder. So this is kind of Ace Attorney gameplay. Ministry of Health, Extreme Escape Adventure, a dark and unnerving 3D maze, intellectual puzzles that obstruct exploration and kill indiscriminately if left unsolved, and moral rules that pit participants against each other. Sometimes fighting is needed, and other times teamwork in order to survive the stealth game and escape from the mysterious locked space. So this is the Nonary games. Ministry assigns the multi-perspective visual novel adventure featuring different points of view, differing agendas, make use of the flowchart, and the survive to the end of a scenario filled with multiple chronologically branching routes. The Ministry of Education, the romance adventure. After being poisoned by Hanako Kokushikan, the protagonist Ray is led to a certain school and meets 3 girls calling themselves Kokushikan. To unmask the real Hanako, who has the antidote, increase each girl's affection and make a successful confession of love. And then the Ministry of Security, the stealth action horror. Freely explore a 3D map while evading and hiding from the wandering killer Nephilim. Deal with numerous gimmicks with one goal in mind: survive. So that actually sounds really fucking interesting. And apparently, if you pre-order on the Switch, you get a digital novel book that is a prequel to the main game. So I'm very curious about that. I wonder how long it's actually going to be.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, you really need me to spell it out.
Otherwise you die. You got poisons in your bracelets.
Forget it.
That's a good boy.
Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Democracy!
Play a game. Just like it says on the door.
You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
And what's the Nonary game?
That refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, B.O.?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AV room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. then we headed to the AB rooms. There weren't really any discussion on who'd go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. I think we should head in too.
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, that's what she said.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? There's a dead body in ours. What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... yeah, that's a dead body. Blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Dead body.
Is she?
Dead body. Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah, she's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tin Miyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He was staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tin Miyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. Turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored and his movements slow and shuffling as if his body was suddenly made of lead. At least the infirmary's close. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt like almost carrying an old dry piece of wood. We stood her down carefully in the infirmary bed as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful. Almost like she's just gonna wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
That's convenient.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh, yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Alright, well, do it. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female, estimated age 65 to 75 years, diagnosis deceased, cause of death, exsanguination. Estimated time of death 3 or 4 hours, damage trajectory, weapon entered through fourth intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics, wound margin clean, continuous, wound angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity 150 millimeters, wound length 30 millimeters, wound width 3 millimeters. Yep, that's a knife. Based on the characteristics described above, there's a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp single-bladed instrument. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something?
It means a tool of some sort.
You're kind of a dipshit, Sigma.
A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left.
That's the one you came out of.
Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Phi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you two left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
We don't do reasonable around here.
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is a part of the game to him?
Well, There's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Oh, good. We've already got a dead body. It's only been the first 2 hours. We're really going in there. I kind of don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Wait. Fi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa. What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you doing up here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
The hatch?
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Sr. is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
He's a rabbit.
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, and to enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you've entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who is that old one?
Ugh! Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
All?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O., I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I
Oops.
imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the magenta door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney.
And it goes the other way, too. Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas.
That's an interesting way to make fun of Kay.
And Bo and Quark's enemy will be Tenmeoldy. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do is pick!
Just pick one of those easy options. Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view.
It's the prisoner's dilemma.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they.
And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
We call that
The best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome.
I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent.
If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP. Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
Really wish I could adjust the audio.
Aren't you?
Well, let me explain.
Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Actually, there's a little bit more. But
We'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait.
No, I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, so I'm going to pull something up real quick because I don't think I've looked at the flow chart yet. Okay, so this is... We have a lot of events to get through here. Now, not all of these go all the way, and some are actually longer than they appear. You are kind of, at a minimum, guaranteed to get to the end of these timelines. Now, and some of them may continue depending on choices you make in other timelines. This is where we have our second split. So our first split in the timeline is whenever you choose the magenta, yellow, or cyan door. For every one of those splits, there's an ally or betray split. So you're going to go through all these choices. To be honest, if I remember right, some of this is written with the character's personality in mind. Luna will always ally. Always, always, always Luna will ally. I don't remember her ever betraying. I could be wrong about that. There could be a scenario where she betrays and you betray and you get 0 points. But as far as I remember this game, Luna will always ally. Dio is kind of the opposite. Dio will always betray. So Luna always wants everybody to work together. Dio always looks out for his own. So that's kind of, everyone else kind of falls in the middle, and that's where you have like some of the relations. Like some of these timelines, people will absolutely hate you. And it doesn't matter if you ally or betray, they will always betray you. Other timelines, they will always love you. And if you betray them, they're going to be pretty pissed off. So, but in the end, you're going to go through all of these timelines.
It's time for me to be hopping on out of here.
It's a visual novel. None of this is random.
See you later. Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
Okay, well, betray is, if I remember right, these are always ally, betray, ally, betray, ally, betray. So you can kind of predict what's going to happen when you betray. So ally, we're going to be getting, a couple more splits. We're going to be going kind of further in the story a little bit. There's a little bit more story if we ally. If we betray, we're pretty much locked into one choice the entire time. And I'm pretty sure, like, the split here is if we ally with Luna, she'll be fine with continuing to go with us. So we have more choice on which door we want to take right here. But if we betray Luna, she's not going to want to go with us at all, and we're kind of forced to only go through one door. What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So?
Wait, what do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Just press the damn button.
You're hiding something. You've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be there. Look, I don't want to believe it, but are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
Alright, so do we want to ally or do we want to betray? The game wants us to betray, but I think we'll try to take these in order as much as we can. We're gonna ally. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
So Fi's gonna be kind of pissed at us.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma? Don't play
Huh?
dumb. You chose Ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How could you not expect me to think anything through? How could you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you said.
No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? So I'm gonna check the flowchart here. Yeah, I'm 90% sure it's always ally, betray, ally, betray, ally, betray. Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say hypothetically that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull when I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack, like hella whack. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name, or how if your BP hits 0, you die. You told me you don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Bucko! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Huh? This time? Hey, Fi, hold on. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Now I'm like second guessing myself if I was right about Luna. Maybe she does betray you.
Let's get ready to rock!
I can't think of any time Dio ever allied, but maybe Luna did betray us.
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh yeah, we all have our own color. Okay, Luna did ally with us. Yeah, Dio always betrays, as far as I remember. Kay and Clover betraying is kind of a bit... Kay and Clover, like I said, between Dio and Luna, everyone just kind of falls in, and it's the relationship between the groups as they go through the escape rooms. I can't remember every time Dio's team doesn't betray you, and I can't remember a time Luna's team doesn't ever ally with you. Actually, no, I take it back.
From your game.
If Luna is in a pair with somebody, she might still betray you. I don't think she ever betrays you as a solo. But yeah, thinking about it, if she's in a pair, that pair might betray you, even though Luna doesn't want to.
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done.
Apparently not.
I believed in you and Fi.
When Luna glanced away, I threw Fi what can only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. And you wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard.
Yeah, that really sounds like Quark.
He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid, keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa, you believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man?
Luna is the same VA as Mercedes. I wouldn't be surprised.
Keep an eye on him.
Now I'm curious.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
Oh. Interesting. You missed a bet. What is keeping that necklace on her nipples? You missed a bet, and actually I kinda did too. So Dorothy Fawn is the voice of Mercedes in Fire Emblem, and she does not voice Luna. Luna is voiced by Laura Bailey. It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself. I know. I was surprised too. Laura Bailey is the English dub voice of Luna.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it.
A wild Laura Bailey appears. Yeah, I would not have predicted that. Hi, Rain.
I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
A lot of people are surprised, like, one of the top results is like, oh god, Laura Bailey voices Luna.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round one. If there's a round one, then there's likely a round two.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to.
It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where everybody just keeps going back and forth and losing points. After all, if there's nobody with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897. Although, I really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go in the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing, Ziggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through.
But it also check to see if they're alive.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
No, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really. You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep when someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Ha ha! Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game. There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Mjolnir or less. One or the other. Or... it might be both of them.
Wait, what?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules. I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are going to activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right. But how has she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
So basically, no matter what, you can count on Tenmyoji and Alice to betray this round.
What? What the hell?
Titties!
This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AV game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. Bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Uh-oh. One last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow, and it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed.
So pretty much whenever we go in the AB room with Alice, she's going to be thirsty to betray because she will otherwise die.
As soon as the gates
It's
close,
still our
the colors
choice.
get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random.
Actually, I think it is. Let me take a look at the flowchart. Yeah. So yeah, we'll still get a choice to ally or betray once we finish the next set of doors. And I'm pretty sure, assuming we get this far, there are locks along the way that we're gonna have to unlock. I'm pretty sure if we betray, it does set it up so Alice doesn't die. I'm pretty sure nobody dies due to your choices.
No rules or anything!
Besides you.
Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
No, Zero, I love you.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for. I mean,
Oops.
you guys are good from here, right?
I'm gonna say. I can't replay it. There's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. The game's gonna basically run itself.
I'll never see you guys again. Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That's an AI, you idiot. That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
42 minutes. Looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
Let's Scooby-Doo it up.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the one person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything that I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anyone money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nunnery game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028, early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I'd just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it said it was 2 in the morning, which meant today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Trisomatic couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would be a really good idea. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake, perhaps it was both. 5 you pansy. I slid to my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaky noise like metal on metal and fell silent. Yeah, that's what's gonna fucking happen. You keep trying to turn it over. It don't like that. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... I spooched everywhere! Oh god. God, it was bad. Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? Probably because you keep trying to turn the battery over you like a piece of shit. Oh my. I called at the door. For a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what had happened through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. Spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. Last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. And we'll decide where we're going next time, because it is very late. And this episode has actually gone on along, but there was a lot of extra tutorial stuff that needed to be done, so might as well knock it all out at once. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll be back Wednesday. I'll see you all then. Have a good night. Bye.